Hi, welcome to our channel of IGNOU Audiobooks, Indira Gandhi National Open University, School of Engineering and Technology, SOET, Postgraduate Certificate in Inventory Planning and Warehousing System for Engineers, PGCIPWS. MWR01 Introduction to Inventory Planning and Control. Block 2 Inventory Models. Unit 5 Inventory Control Techniques, 5.1 Introduction. A major goal of a decent arrangement of operation control of inventories is to have the capacity to put in a request at the right time, from the correct source, to procure the correct amount at right cost and right quality. Inventory is the lifeblood of a production system. The value of materials and goods held by an organization is 1. To support production, raw materials, subassemblies, work in process. 2. For support activities, repair, maintenance, consumables. 3. For sale or customer service, merchandise, finished goods, spare parts. Inventory is frequently the biggest thing in the present resource classification, and must be precisely tallied and esteemed toward the finish of each bookkeeping period to decide an organization's benefit or misfortune. Associations whose inventory things have a substantial unit cost by and large keep an everyday record of changes in inventory, called perpetual inventory. Method, to guarantee precise and ongoing control. In an association there are load of completed items, semi-completed items, in process materials, crude materials, save parts, working parts, powers, and consumables. The aggregate name of these whole things is inventory. Inventory occupies the most strategic position in the structure of working capital of the organization. It constitutes the biggest part of current resource. The turnover of working capital is to a great extent subject to the turnover of inventory. It is along these lines very normal that inventory which helps in the amplification of benefit involves the most significant place among current resources. The maintenance of inventory means blocking of funds, and so it involves the interest and opportunity cost to the organization. The inventory cost isn't just enthusiasm on stocks, yet in addition cost of store working for capacity, protection and obsolescence. Consequently, it is important that an extraordinary emphasis is set on inventory management and control. Objectives. After reading this unit, you should be able to understand the principles of inventory analysis, apply the methodology of inventory analysis, and do the analysis for inventory control. 5.2 Primary objectives of THEMANAGEMENTAND Control of inventory. The primary objectives of the management and control of inventory areas given below. To limit the likelihood of disturbance in the production schedule for need of crude materials, consumables, extras and different stores things. To keep down the capital investment in inventories. To guarantee adequate load of semi-completed items so that there is no disruption in the production schedule. To guarantee satisfactory supply of completed item to meet the conveyance prerequisite of the client. It is fundamental to have just the vital inventories. Inordinate inventory is as it out of gear asset which involves concern. The interest in inventories is to be recently adequate and is to be at the ideal level. The significant threats of excessive inventories incorporate the pointless tie-up of the organizational assets, extreme conveying cost, and the danger of liquidity. The unnecessary level of inventories consumes the assets of the association, which can't be utilized for some other reason, and in this way includes an opportunity cost. The conveying cost, for example, such as the cost of shortage, handling, insurance, recording, and inspection, are likewise expanded in extent to the volume of inventories. This cost will weaken the organizational profitability further. Management of the inventory is an overwhelming and difficult task and consists of supervision of supply, stockpiling, following and accessibility of inventory things so as to guarantee that there is a sufficient accessibility of these things without over-accessibility or under-accessibility. Like some other administration process, administration of stock control likewise comprises of an arrangement of approaches and working systems that are intended to expand the utilization of stock, so that there remains minimal measure of stock speculation. It is ordinarily done through stock control, which demonstrates how much load of a thing the association is having any one time, and how to monitor the changing supply of the thing. Stock control applies to each thing and spreads stock at each phase of the creation procedure. From buying and conveyance to utilizing and reordering and getting of the thing. Efficient stock control helps the organization to have the right amount of stock in the right place at the right time. It ensures that capital is not tied up unnecessarily, and protects production if problems arise with the supply chain. It is fundamental to have important inventories. Inordinate stock is asset without moving asset of the association, while a low level of inventories may bring about regular intrusions in the generation plan, bringing about under usage of limit and lower deals. Both of such circumstances must be maintained. A strategic distance from the interest in inventories is to be quite recently adequate to the ideal level. The aim of inventory management thus is to avoid both the excessive as well as insufficient inventory, and also to maintain adequate inventory so that the organizational operations can be run in a normal way. The effective inventory management has the following features. Maintenance of sufficient stock of materials to take care of the requirement during the period of short supply. To guarantee a constant supply of materials to the generation divisions. For encouraging continuous production. To limit the conveying expense of the materials. Support of adequate stock of completed goods for smooth deals. Operations. To protect the inventory against deterioration, obsolescence and unauthorized use. Inventory management must strike a balance between too much inventory and too little inventory. The efficient management and effective control of inventories help in achieving better operational results and reducing investment in working capital. It has a significant influence on the profitability of the organization. The inventory management and control techniques are important due to the following reasons. A blunted stock can prompt a pointless increment in the working capital. The abundance assets can be productively coordinated to fuel the authoritative development activities or innovative work endeavors. Successful stock administration prompts low stockpiling costs, which thusly prompts an expansion in the hierarchical benefits. On the off chance that the association can deal with the stock well and can lessen the amounts that should be put away, at that point the association requires less storage room, as well as prompts bring down store operational expenses. It can help to satisfy the customers by providing them with the products they need in the swiftest manner. Poor inventory management leads to lower availability of the products and higher delivery time. Hence, for the sake of high customer satisfaction, the organization needs to manage the inventory well. Thing put away in stock over a long stretch may ruin. This prompts pointless increment in the operational expenses. Appropriate stock administration can help diminish these expenses significantly. If the organization has inventories scattered in various locations, it need to have a proper system to manage these inventories on the basis of demand and supply. Inventory management techniques can help the organization go a long way in managing multiple inventories. 5.3 Inventory Control Techniques. Inventory control is a science-based art of ensuring that sufficient inventory is held by an organization to meet both its internal and external demand commitments economically. Following inventory control techniques are frequently used in Indian industry. I. ABC analysis, Class A, Class B, Class C. E. Weighed analysis, vital, essential, desirable. E. SDE analysis, scarce, difficult, easily available. IV. HML analysis, high, medium, low cost. Version FSN analysis, fast, slow, non-moving items. V. SOS analysis. V. XYZ analysis. 5.3.1 ABC analysis. ABC analysis stands for Always Better Control Analysis. It is an inventory management technique where inventory items are classified into three categories, namely A, B, and C. The items in a category of inventory are closely controlled as it consists of high-priced inventory which may be less in number but are very expensive. The items in B category are relatively lesser expensive inventory as compared to A category, and the number of items in B category is moderate, so control level is also moderate. The C category consists of a high number of inventory items which require lesser investments, so the control level is minimum. Figure 5.1, ABC analysis. Look at the screen. For specific stock control, 3 classes of materials and not more than that have been observed to be helpful. This is referred to as a rule as the ABC classification. The alphabets A, B. The best exertion for the best outcomes is extreme yield of such investigation of materials. There are ranges in material administration which require specific control such as inventory, criticality of items, obsolete stocks, purchasing order, receipt of materials, inspection, stockkeeping and verification of bills, the yearly utilization investigation on the premise of cash esteem demonstrates that around 10% of the high esteem things represent a generous part of around 75% of the aggregate utilization esteem. There are vital bases, 70% of the total number of items are trivial. There are bottom items accounting for 10% of the consumption value, and termed as C items. In between A and C items, between top and bottom, the items are known as B category items. At the point when things are various, to offer thoughtfulness regarding every one of the things is next I to inconceivable. The pointed and focused consideration concentrated on the materials as per their relative significance pays substantial profit to the association all in all by securing economies in productivity. It is through ABC investigation, a few specialists trust, that administrative expenses are decreased. ABC investigation helps better arranging and enhanced stock turnover is guaranteed. Particular treatment to essential things through concentrated distance under the ABC arrangement of examination of stock as the panacea for the cure of various ills tormenting in association. The things incorporated into aggregate and include biggest speculations and the stock control ought to be most serious to these things. C gather comprises of stock things which include generally little speculations in spite of the fact that the quantity of things stays vast. These things merit least consideration of control. In B bunch that things are incorporated which are neither of A nor C. 5.3.2 VED analysis. Weight analysis attempts to classify the items used into 3 broad categories, namely vital, essential, and desirable. The investigation characterizes things on the premise of their criticality for the business or organization. Vital category things are those things without which the generation, exercises or some other action of the organization would stop or possibly be definitely influenced. Essential items are those items whose stock out cost is very high for the company. Essential items which reduce the equipment's performance but do not render it inoperative or unsafe. Non-availability of these things may bring about transitory loss of creation or separation of generation work. Substitution can be postponed without influencing the gear's execution. Truly, brief repairs are at times conceivable. Desirable things are those things whose stock out or need causes only a minor intrusion for a short length in the production plan. The cost brought about is exceptionally low. Weight analysis is very useful to categorize items of spare parts and components. In fact, in the inventory control of spare parts and components, it is advisable for the organization to use a combination of ABC and weight analysis. Such control system would be found to be more effective and meaningful. 5.3.3 SDE analysis. SDA stands for scarce, difficult and easy. It attempts to classify items on the basis of its availability or procurement, such as A. Its non-availability, B. How scarce it is, C. Does it have a longer lead time, D. Where is the geographical location of the suppliers of the item, i.e., close by or far away? A. How reliable or unreliable after the suppliers of the item, etc. Scarce, these are for the most part short in supply, or are channelized through government offices. On the off chance that the organization feels that a considerable measure of time and in addition consumption is engaged with securing these things, it would be prudent for the organization to obtain these things, say once per year. Difficult, these things are accessible indigenously, however are hard to secure. Difficult, classification additionally incorporates those things which are acquired from faraway places and whose providers can't be depended upon. Now and then it might happen that specific things are hard to fabricate, and further, there might be just a single or two organizations who make this thing. Keeping in mind the end goal to obtain such things in time for generation, the producers must be given a request well ahead of time. Such things are likewise grouped under difficult category. Easy, as the name recommends, these things are effortlessly and promptly accessible. They incorporate every one of those things that are created by business benchmarks. Things which can be acquired locally without any difficulty, etc. 5.3.4 HML analysis. Items are classified into three groups labeled as high, medium, low. The HML analysis is very similar to the ABC analysis, the difference being instead of usage value, the price criterion is used. In their classification, the items used by the company are arranged in descending orders of their unit price. After this, the administration of the organization utilizes its circumspection and judgment to choose the cutoff lines for choosing the three classifications. For example, the management may decide that all items of unit price value below 500 rupees should be categorized as H items. Items whose unit price falls between 50 rupees and 500 rupees should be categorized as M items, and item whose unit price falls below 50 rupees should be categorized as L items. The categorization therefore is decided by the management. HML analysis helps an organization to take decisions on the following. A. It surveys the security necessities and the kind of capacity for extravagant things. For example, expensive ball bearings can be kept under lock and key in a cupboard. B. The frequency of stock checking is settled on the premise of the cost thing. At the end of the day, more costly the thing, more incessant will be its stock checking. C. A control on buys and purchasing strategies can be practiced by the organization. This implies H&M things won't be requested in abundance of the required least amount. Be that as it may, on account of L things, they might be acquired in mass, keeping in mind the end goal to profit the advantages of mass buy. 5.3.5 FSN analysis. The FSN analysis depends on the rate of issue or rate of utilization of extra parts, and the alphabets FSNN stands for fast moving, slow moving and non-moving items. The FSN classification framework orders the things in light of how every now and again the parts are issued and how much of the time they are utilized. Usual classification of items at inventory can be classified based on the following criteria. Fast-moving items which are frequently issued from inventory more than once for a particular day and time period. Slow-moving things which are less frequently issued, which may be once in a specific day and time period. Non-moving items which are not issued from the inventory at all in a specific time period. The FSN classification system is to a great degree supportive in conveying safe parts which are kept close to the apportioning, or having things which have a place with the quick-moving class. The things which fall into the non-moving class can be stopped if assessed extent of utilization isn't normal. As organizations underway for longer period have a particular level of non-moving extra parts which are normally arranged at standard interims. Offering the extra parts or reusing the same can be a pickup in capital which can be utilized for different employments. 5.3.6 SOS analysis. SOS analysis is based on seasonality of items, and it classifies all the items into two categories, seasonal and off-seasonal. The analysis helps in 1. distinguishing things that are accessible just amid a constrained time of the year. For example, raw mangoes are only available during a summers. 2. Distinguishing things that are regular yet accessible consistently. However, their expenses in off-season are generally high. 3. Non-seasonal items. 5.3.7 XYZ analysis. XYZ analysis is one of the basic supply chain techniques often used to determine the inventory valuation inside a stores. It's additionally key as it means to empower the inventory chief in practicing most extreme control over the most astounding loaded thing. As far as stock esteem, a system of categorization with similarities to Pareto analysis, the method usually categorizes inventory into 3 bands, with each band having a different management control associated. The classifications that result from XYZ analysis are sometimes referred to as runners, repeaters and strangers, and they can be categorized as follows. X items, or runners, are items that have had request in at least 10 of the last 12 months. Y items, or repeaters, are items that have had request in at least 4, and no more than 9, of the last 12 months. Z items, or strangers, are items that have had request in 3 or fewer months out of the last 12 months. To employ XYZ analysis, you should have the capacity to catch and store the quantity of offers, hits, for everything that you offer. On the off chance that that information is accessible, it can be put away in an option history stream. Then, ABC analysis functionality can be applied to rank your items by the number of annual hits, and the X, Y and Z classifications outlined above can be applied to stratify your items into sales frequency groups. Once you've assigned XYZ codes, you can then apply varying inventory expectations and planning rules to the high-velocity runners, intermittent selling repeaters and the very sporadic strangers. This objective and relatively simple approach will help optimize inventory levels that will help support superior customer service performance. 5.4 Summary. Inventory management is an essential part of every business. With an effective inventory management system in place, the business can significantly reduce its various costs like warehousing cost, inventory carrying cost, ordering cost, cost of obsolescence, etc. It improves the supply chain of the business. Managers are able to forecast the level of production at which they need to place new orders for inventory. Hence, organizations should take all the necessary steps to maintain an effective inventory management and control system. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video with the next chapter.